Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Rotten Block Season 2. Today, we are going to be doing lots and lots and lots of sand smelting. You can see we've already done actually quite a bit. Just running sand and stuff through our furnaces and stuff here just to get a bunch of glass and whatnot. But then I've also got this giant array of furnaces that we've been using to get through all of this sand. I guess I should say the reason we're doing all of this is specifically because the bee farm that we're going to be building today in this episode has 12 dispensers full of bottles for doing honey bottles and things like that. And so we're going to need lots and lots and lots of sand. And this is basically the lazy man's way of doing it. So I have to restock the bottles less often and not have to build like an automatic system for doing so. We're going to do this all manually. So we've got the lava farm here that's going to be continually making lava for us to use for smelting. So we're not just burning through a ton of coal and whatnot. And I've literally just been like, okay, you're going to make a stack. You're going to make a stack. You and you. And just doing that for all of our furnaces and then eventually just piling it all here. You'll remember that in the last episode, we did a little bit of custom work on the terrain around here, as well as introduced our crash ship here. That is how we've arrived here on this planet. And we're kind of stranded here now. Until we can find a way to rebuild our technology and escape. We also unfortunately found our deceased flight partner, and in the cargo hold there's some extra armor and things like that, which actually reminds me, I have a secret for you guys. In between episodes, I may have stashed just something behind that tree over there. Don't look. Okay, so hold on. Yep, just getting some things. And look at me! Wow! We've got some custom armor. That's so fun. We have a little space. Oh, we're on fire. That's fine. There's water. We have this custom spacesuit modeled after the stuff that we found in our cargo ship last time. Right there. And now we have it on our own armor. And even better, we have elytra too. Custom elytra. This is so fun. So this is probably how we are going to be spending the rest of the season looking, is in this suit. It would be awesome to be able to give our tools and weapons the same treatment as long as we can find the technology to do so. Which will definitely be a problem for another time, because right now we need to concern ourselves with getting a few more rockets. And turns out, unfortunately, I used up all of my gunpowder when I made like 3 stacks of rockets the first time we went to the end, and we all remember how that ended. So we're going to need to get more rockets, and I think that's going to bring us to the shopping district. Oh, I should show you guys this. This has been randomly happening. It's just bamboo that appears in this spot right here. I'll just be casually hanging out, and I'm just like collecting bamboo as I'm walking through, and I have no idea what's going on. So I've decided to deem this corner the Bambuda Triangle. It's just random bamboo. So that's fun. Anyway, we're going to head to the shopping district so we can support our local economy. You'll see that here in the shopping district, 1 or 2 more shops have popped up since our last episode. Nick's still going strong with his bookshop here. And then this is actually what we're going to be looking at today. I believe Renee has built Rock Kids Rock Shop, selling rockets. It's a pretty great design for a build. Little pet rock kind of guy. He's got little blushy cheeks. Pretty adorable. And we're going to go ahead and look at buying some rockets. So it looks like it's 2 diamonds per stack. That's really eating into our diamonds, but I have plans to go back to the end shortly, and it's going to be good to have some rockets to be able to get around easily. So good investment. And then it looks like Doc has a little potion cart up here as a little pop-up shop. Where we can buy right now fire resistance, swiftness, and slow falling. That's a pretty fun little design for a pop-up shop. I don't personally have any need for any potions at the moment, but I'm excited to see this is continuing to get bigger and bigger, and we're actually going to be adding that today with this plot behind us, where we will be building our honey shop that I've lovingly called Home Beepot. But before we can get to doing that, we're going to need to collect some resources, as well as actually we're going to need to build our bee farm back at home first, because we're not going to be able to have the supply to actually fill up the shop and whatnot. Have you guys seen my natural wonder? And my current theory is that all of the bamboo that gets lost in the world slowly trickles its way here. You guys ever see that Disney Channel original movie, Halloween Town 2, Calabar's Revenge? where I don't know if that's the right title, but where there's the troll house and all of the stuff that gets lost ends up there. That's what this is. That's this, but it's only for bamboo.
That is such an obscure reference, and I love it.
I decided to update our bottle book into our B book, and on the second page here, I've got listed out some of the resources we're going to need for our farm build today. We'll need to start with getting some gray wool, which will require us to dye our sheep and do some shearing. We're going to head down to the mines to do some deep slate mining. We're going to need to go mine some terracotta out of the resource district, and then also build a cactus farm so that we can get some cyan dye. We're going to need some acacia logs of all different types. I think we need like stairs and strip logs and all that stuff. And then we're going to need some mud, as well as some packed mud, ending with some basalt, which we can obviously easily mine in the nether. And that should be actually all of the important blocks we need for this build. I went the extra mile and decided to color coordinate my chest. I had a little fun with that, but as you can see, yep, this is all the resources we're going to need to get our bee farm built. Oh, and quickly before we actually get started on the building, I just wanted to update you all on the bottle math that we've done so far. The last time that you can see I calculated how many bottles we had was just shy of 100 stacks of bottles. You can see that we have 2 shulker boxes full. This is 1,728 bottles per. I haven't counted these yet, and then I am counting the 5 dispensers that are full in each of their 9 slots. Just about across the finish line as far as number of bottles is concerned. I'm not too worried about it at this point because I think we're also going to need to probably top up the farm from time to time, obviously, since some of the bottles will exist in the shopping district as honey bottles, you know, for sale. While our dinky little bee farm has kept up with our needs for now, it's going to be really fun to build this new farm. It's going to be about 5 times as big, I think, as what we've been rocking so far. So without further ado, I say we just get right into it. And there's our bee farm in all its majesty. You'll probably notice that there's a lot more here than there was at the end of the last time lapse, but it's just, I can't help myself, I'm sorry. I keep poking and prodding and adding blocks here and there and things like that. It's kind of an iterative process that's hard to record all at once since it's kind of spread out periodically over the bit of time, so I really love these big and imposing holding tanks of honey, just because I think they add a nice verticality and scale, and the orange from the honey is a really nice pop. It also gives us the chance, we're going to need to farm a little bit more of the yellow, the ochre honey, or the ochre froglights, these guys. Because at nighttime, they actually provide a lot of nice lighting. These like translucent blocks do a really nice job of kind of glowing when you put light sources near them. And the ochre lights are really nice because they blend in with the color of the honey, of course. as I've been building in the area and obviously finishing up the farm and whatnot, I've been AFKing quite a bit. And so you can see I've got a lot of these barrels here full. Mostly just the first one, the first row. And then here's some extra and stuff like that that we've got from just the recent AFK session. And we're going to do a little bit more, but I think we're pretty close to having enough for launching our shop. Oh, and actually I had a little idea for something I wanted to put in this area up here in the front. Let me just go grab a couple of things. Oh, perfect. I already got some made. We can do that. I think we might need a few more, though. Okay. Let's find a nice square, maybe here. And put some honey in that. And it creates a vat. Kind of sitting out on the floor here. I think white is the call for this one because it's kind of more futuristic and stuff like that. Normally I would probably build it out of spruce trapdoors, but I don't think that actually works as well in this context. I might try being really picky and flipping these trapdoors upside down so that the little nub is actually at the bottom. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. That definitely helps a little bit. Now that our bee farm is sufficiently built, we're actually going to take a break from building and head back to the end to conquer our enemy, the Void. Liam and I are going to see if we can find any end cities and see if we can get a few more shulkers, some extra loot and things like that just for backup. And I think it'll be a good fun. Yeah. Hello. You ready to go to the end?
Yes, I am. Okay, so I was getting ready, and I was like, wait, I should probably get a bow, because last time when I went in there, I didn't have a bow. And then I was like, wait a minute. You know what I do have?
Oh no. Oh gosh. With rockets
I
too.
have a crossbow.
Amazing.
With rockets. I have no idea if this is gonna work, but we're gonna try.
I'm basically expecting it to literally and figuratively blow up in our faces, but that's fine.
Alright, well that got him low, I guess.
Just hearing the rockets every once in a while is awesome.
Okay, so it takes 2 rocket shots.
Okay.
That's not bad.
Not bad at all. Ow.
There's a shulker nearby. I don't know where he is. Where are you?
There's one guy at the top here if you wanted to shoot him, but like right in the middle.
Oh, like up the pillar?
Yeah. But they stay closed, so we'll see.
Ah! It dropped on my head.
Nice.
Got him.
Ow. 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 Immediately painful.
I got the one above you.
Thank you.
I'm trying not to hit you. Oh, that might hit you.
It did, but it's okay. And barely.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty effective.
Hey. Ah!
Ow! Yeah, this other spire has more scary guys.
Alright, I'm coming. Oh, you got one underneath you. Did I get him? Oh, but he's gotta be low. When did I get him?
Oh my gosh, there's just so many. I'm like only just fending off projectiles right now. I'm not even like fighting back. Oh, that was awesome.
It's nice because I really don't have to aim either.
Just like
I
generally.
shoot in their general direction and it hits them.
It's a little expensive, I guess, right? Like compared to like normal.
But, like I got 3 stack. I mean, yeah, it was 8 stacks of gunpowder, sir.
And you're having more fun.
I am having more fun.
And that's important.
Win in all departments.
What's still hitting me? I actually can't figure out where these are coming from. Nice.
One right here. Got him. Got that one. There we go.
There's one right below you, yeah. Oh, what did I get? Oh, I got Swift Flight 3.
Oh, nice.
Yay.
Huge.
Ow. Ow. Oh, I'm getting.
Ooh, where did you come from? Die.
Oh, I'm at 2 hearts. Cool. I might die. Hold on.
Don't.
I've got a shield.
No, don't.
Oh, that one still hit me through the shield. That's no fun. Don't do that.
Don't die.
I'm okay.
Because then it's all on me and I can't handle that pressure.
I'm getting for it. No, did I not get it? No! Okay, that's all organized. So yeah, I think that's a pretty good haul for... That was literally maybe like an hour.
My recording is getting to exactly an hour right now.
Amazing. Liam and I are back from the end, and after splitting everything evenly, you can see that we did pretty good for just about an hour. The biggest thing I'm excited about is definitely having these 19 new shulkers, since we've been existing on like 4, I think, since the launch of the server. So that's going to be a big change. Then we got some other backup gear, some other armor and tools and things like that, in case we need some extra stuff if we happen to lose stuff again. And then a couple of elytra as well. And with that done, we're actually going to transition back to getting things ready for the honey shop in the shopping district. And with that, I actually have another little thing I want to show you guys. So in the base game, there's a known mechanic where iron golems will sometimes put poppies on top of copper golems' heads. And we actually have a custom data pack on the server here to be able to do some fun things that take advantage of that mechanic. In this bundle, I have a couple of items that we can use on our copper golem here to customize our honey shop just a little bit. They're bee hats. These will be our home Beepot company attire. Little bee hats that we can wear ourselves. And they look real fun. Got the little flappy wings. And then the way it works with the data pack here is if you, I think, can't do it while he's on a lead, but if you crouch and right click, yay! And the other thing we can do is actually give him a custom name. And that will also give him a custom texture. Aldrin here is going to be our #1 employee behind the counter. If we consult our B-book once again, we can actually take a look and see at what resources we're going to need for our shop here. And basically, it's just all of the wood. I realized this after designing and bringing the schematic into this world, but I managed to use like 6 or 7 different types of woods and logs and planks and all that stuff. If we use Lightmatica here and actually open up our material list, there's quite a few things in here. But if we take specifically a search for planks, you can see there's 6 planks there alone, mostly spruce. So there'll be a little bit of other stuff in there. You can see that there was also brick and terracotta as well. But for the most part, it's just going to be wood. So I'm going to do a little bit of quick tree cutting and chopping, and we'll be back in just a second. All right, everybody, and just like that, without really any time at all, we've got all of our resources here for our build in the shopping district. Lay all these just down willy-nilly like that. You can see over here we've got our woods. There's all those woods we talked about, and wood accessories here. This is all our kind of doodads and our copper and whatnot. And then these are kind of our earth tone blocks. You can see this is actually kind of the main color palette. If I was to kind of dispel the entire thing down into that, it's basically these blocks here. So you can see we were able to fit everything into 4 shulker boxes here. It was very nice that Liam and I could go get some more. Speaking of which, there was one really special item that we actually got from our trip to the end. If we take a look in our ender chest, it is this Swift Flight 3 book. And basically what that is if we open up our data packs here, we have a custom data pack also by Jodek, who did the hot potato data pack and others. It's a enchantment that you can find in the end, and you can apply it to a harness that you put on a ghast, and that actually gives them a speed boost. They move faster. Just climb on up here. Excuse me, sorry. Oop, yep. Sorry, my bad. Do I have to shear them to get there? I do. Oh good, now he's leadless. Okay, go fast. Nice. And tie him back up. Okay. That was easy. Now if we take that over to here, throw it into the anvil, and we do Swift Flight 3. How do we have the levels? We'll throw it back on there. Let's see how fast he walks. Come back! No! He's so fast. So fast he immediately ran away. Nice. So you can see, I should have done it before and after, but this is pretty obviously so much faster than the default vanilla speed. And I feel like it fits, right? It's not too like game breaking or anything like that. It just makes them more useful. And I think it utilizes a vanilla functionality that makes sense for the game, being able to find like an endgame enchant like that in the end. Whee! Figured I'd give us the nice scenic route while we're on our way to the shopping district. We're obviously hovering, so we're leaving there, obviously. That's our base. Liam's just over the crest here with Gerald. That is going to be Val's base. We actually haven't seen his base on screen yet, but that's Val over there. And then over in the distance, we can see the starts of Renee's madness. You should definitely go and check out what they're doing. It's crazy. honestly, a lot of people on the server doing crazy stuff. Liam's doing crazy stuff. Jared looks amazing. He's got this mountain that he just came out with in his recent video that looks really cool. Custom trees really cool. If you haven't already, definitely go take some time to take a look at the other members on the server, because there's a lot of really cool stuff happening, and I don't want you to miss out. It's funny how just a couple weeks later, this village looks totally unrecognizable, even though we spent the first, couple of hours running in and out of it. But, yep, this is that village that we hung out in. That's where we started with Hot Potato. And you can see over in the distance, a little spoiler of Home Beepot. Ooh. He's gone. Alright, so now we're going to carefully try to dismount without losing our happy gas. We don't have any snowballs. We might need to go get some snowballs just in case he decides to make a run for it. But for now, we've got a lead and a fence, and he's going to get in our way and whatnot. But if we need him, he'll be there. Alright, we're here. We've done it. We've got the resources. Put them around us again. Let's get this thing built. In an episode in the making? Oh, good. That's good omen, right? Sure. Sure. Fine. Fine. Oh, it's a thunderstorm too. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. That's fine. That makes sense. My bed's not here. We're gonna do it anyway. Alright, folks. It's time to build that Home Beepot. Man, I was really starting to lose a little bit in that last clip with the storm and everything, wasn't I? But we made it. We're here. I think for a shop that's meant to be kind of a one-stop shop for everything bee related, you can't really do much better than this, right? There's the honey everywhere. It's actually got live bees just doing their job throughout the day up above. We've got dripping honey. This is awesome. There's even a little viewing platform up here, so if you want to just hang out leisurely. Maybe you're, taking your lunch, walking through the shopping district, and you're like, oh, I'll go stop by and I'll watch the bees, If we head inside, you can see that we are fairly stocked, Most of these barrels, they're stock enough for people to buy, and we will continue to keep it, topped up as we go. Hi, Aldrin. You're doing a great job, buddy. And then there's this bottle bin here, which is fun. Just if people want to return their used bottles and stuff like that, we can clean them and we can reuse them, and recycling is great. I've got the secret little compartment down here. I think it's nice to have a bed kind of handy in all the shops. And then this is our overflow chests, where we can kind of store things ahead of time so that we don't have to always run back to our bee farm in here to stock things up. We can kind of just gradually keep our inventory full here and then load up the store as things deplete. And then I'm really excited about this. I decided to make a custom Home Beepot business ledger here with the established date when we were starting. This is our first shop here. And then so far, obviously, we've got no sales, no diamonds made and whatnot, but we're going to try to track that over the course of the season for all of our shops. And then here, this is where our ledger will begin. I also did something silly and made a custom texture for it. This is specifically for our bee shop ledger. And we'll store that there, and we'll update that as we get sales coming in. I think down the line, I want to play with the idea of like a loyalty program for the other Rotten Block members to partake in, where they can, have some sort of like reward for their patronage here. And I'm thinking, I think people would want these hats, right? Others are going to want these little bee hats and things like that. So I'm thinking we'll figure that out in the future. Maybe you like earn some tokens for returning your bottles or something like that, and we'll have to build like a little like return station to recycle your bottles or something like that. So that would be fun. Lots of ideas there. Man, we've done a lot of building today, and it's all been really fun. Very bee related. I'm excited to hear your feedback on the builds today. What did you think of the bee farm? What did you think of our honey shop here? And of course, if you have any other general feedback about how I'm doing here in these videos, I am also happy to hear that. Love to know what I can be doing better, what you guys like that I'm doing already. Don't forget to like the video for me. And hey, if you're not subscribed, maybe you'd want to subscribe. That'd be cool, right? Yeah, you like what's going on here, and you want more of it, right? So yeah, glad we're on the same page. It's been great hanging out with you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you next time on